on the circuit for many years now, making it to many world championships. He unfortunately was away from the game for a little while, considering some controversy with a polyrath. But he's back, he denies all allegations, and he's ready to battle. Ziyang's actually a newcomer to Pokemon. He actually thought they were Digimon until a few days ago. But he's really taken to the game, and he's ready to really compete now. He still has a bit of issues by yelling Digivolve, but we've tried to work that out. We're hoping that won't happen during the match. And is the match ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we have the match set up now. Yeah. Do you want to talk about what these two teams are looking to do?
Yes, so both teams are running Cresselia and Landorus and Amoonguss. All three of them have been very popular on teams throughout this whole event. Cresselia being the premier bulky Trick Room setter, and Landorus being really strong at roll compression, being a flying type that is uniquely not weak to electric or rock type moves.
We're seeing Thundurus and Rotom come out, I guess on Ziyang's side. Thundurus is Prankster, right?
This Thundurus has Prankster, yes it does.
This means Thundurus can move faster than everyone else if it doesn't use a damaging move. We got Tyranitar and, what's the name of this one?
That would be Tornadus.
Tornadus on the other team. We're seeing, leading into this, what are we looking at these type matchups? Rotom clearly can use water against Tyranitar as a rock type. It also is electric against Tornadus, which is a pure flying type. So it's challenging, it's got some threat right there.
Yeah, this Rotom is sporting the Choice Specs, which is a nice pair of glasses that boosts its...
We had a disconnect. Did you...
Well, there's a 30-second
There's a 45 second turn timer. So why don't you guys move to game 2 and we'll keep track in our head what the best of 3 is. Well, it seems as though there was miscommunication among the players.
Okay. We can restart.
We can restart. Oh yeah, let's restart all together. Let's keep.
Yeah, you can.
So what we're thinking about with this Cresselia duo is Cresselia has the ability to set Trick Room, which flips all of the speed of all the Pokemon in their head, and so that after that you have all the big, bulky Pokemon are now going first, and they can punch all the fast, frail Pokemon in the face after that. Okay, we're back in the game. Alright. So now that they saw what they each led the first game, and so they're probably going to switch it up now.
Well, I mean, they can, of course, but in the spirit of sportsmanship, it might be good to stick with the same leads.
They did stick with the same leads in the spirit of sportsmanship. So just going through these Pokemon quickly, Tornadus is also a very fast Pokemon, but it's it's a little bit frail, right?
Yeah, it's not the bulkiest Pokemon on the field. By far, it is the Tyranitar and the
We're seeing moves. Oh, Tyranitar. Oh my god, Thundurus used Taunt on the Tornadus. The Rotom used Hydro Pump on the Tyranitar, bringing it down to very low. But the Tyranitar used Rock Slide, a move that hits both Pokemon, and it took out Thundurus in one hit. We have Heat Ran coming out on this side now.
I want to slow down the animations that happens.
I don't know.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I don't see it. I think it's because we have Blitz on.
Well, that'll do it. Blitz is quite fast.
How close is it?
Alright, now Heatran hit the field. It is a Steel Fire type, and it's still the only Steel Fire
That
type.
stuff's happening again. We see it. Tyranitar Tyranitar used Protect, which it seems like it did eat the Hydro Pump that went into that Protect, protecting itself completely. Rotom again tried to use Hydro Pump to that Tyranitar, wasting its turn. We have Heatran setting up a substitute. That means Heatran's going to be invulnerable from attacks from now on. Oh, we got stuff's happening. The Rotom is using Hydro Pump again. It went into the other Pokemon, which is a Heatran coming into, one-shotting that Heatran as it comes out. Tornadus comes out again. We got Cresselia on the field now. I didn't even notice that. We still have this Heatran behind a substitute, so we can pump out some big damage.
Yeah, that substitute can absorb damage from the opposing field until it fades. So Heatran is sitting pretty comfortable right now.
It's honestly, it's looking like a pretty strong lead for Ziyang right now. We have he's up now 2 Pokemon after another Hydro Pump into that Heatran. Cresselia, who's not really there to do damage, is the only one left on the field. Oh, we have the Tyranitar still. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Tyranitar is back on the field now, but it's very low on HP, but so is the opposing Rotom on the other side.
Ziyang still has 2 Pokemon in the back. So it is a kind of scary state for Khan, where he needs to somehow, with this, he did a smart protect with the Tyranitar, but I don't know what it's going to do. He's still matching up against 4 new Pokemon with this one Tyranitar, which has very, very low health. And that's the game. It's a best of 3, so we're going to be moving on to the next game. Best game. Yeah. Let's see if we can just like remove. We're going to game 2. So, it's happening now.
All right. Thundurus and Rotom led again, but this time they're facing down Cresselia and Tyranitar.
And this is still pretty good for Rotom. I think Ziyang saw that like Rotom's like pretty effective just spamming those Hydro Pumps, so he's trying to do it again.
But as we saw last time, that Tyranitar, despite being weak to water, is able to eat at least 1 Hydro Pump before going down.
Tyranitar is one bulky boy. He's really survived through all of the power creep of Pokemon up through all the years. He's even in the modern day Pokemon and still hitting rock slides. Oh, smart move from Khan this time. He protected the Tyranitar and both moves went to Tyranitar this time. Oh, sorry, not both moves. One move went to Cresselia, forcing it to taunt. So Cresselia can't use its support moves right now. But the Tyranitar is still healthy, and the Rotom took quite a bit of damage from the Psychic from Cresselia.
That Psychic was a critical hit, and since it did go for Trick Room, it wasn't prevented from using support move from that taunt, so that was completely free damage into the Rotom.
So it looks like Khan's doing much better around this time. He's got the Rotom already down a little bit. We see a hard switch coming in on the side from Ziyang to like fix up this matchup he's going into.
Yeah, we saw 3 switches that turn. We have basically a completely new field with Heatran and Landorus on one side and then Amoonguss coming in on the other.
Amoonguss is a notoriously super slow Pokemon, but he has access to Spore, 100% accuracy sleep move. So right now, like, if it gets to act, it could put anyone to sleep. But also, Heatran is super effective against Amoonguss, so like we don't know if it's gonna survive over there. Amoonguss being the little mushroom dude, of course.
Yeah. Well, Heatran does come in for Amoonguss in case it was going to take a fire type move, but the Landorus has clicked U-turn to switch out. So we'll see who comes in.
We see the Cresselia use Icy Wind, which is a clever little move on the side of the Cresselia of Khan, because Icy Wind lowers the speed of all the other Pokemon. So now he might have a chance of outspeeding it with his Heatran. Maybe like even the Heatran with like a Heat Wave that hits both Pokemon will do enough chip to take down this very, very low Rotom at this point.
Yeah, the Rotom would definitely go down to a Heat Wave despite being not very effective, but they still have to be careful about the Heatran on the other side. It has a Flash Fire ability, so when it gets hit by a Fire type move, it actually powers up.
And we do see that both players really want to preserve the Heatrans and put a Protect on their Heatrans. And it did seem like both attacks went to those Heatrans. Maybe the the Cresselia, they used Icy Wind, which did take that Rotom down just low enough. And I think it may have been the Sandstorm that's up in the background that's dealing a little chip damage.
Yeah, that Tyranitar summoning the sand automatically with the Sandstorm ability does a little bit of chip damage to anything that's not a Steel, Rock, or Ground type.
Now Ziyang has Heatran and Landorus on his side. Landorus resists fire, right?
Landorus does not resist fire, actually. It's being a flying ground type, it takes neutral damage from fire. So if it eats a heat wave, it could take a lot of damage.
So it looks like Ken is really in control of this game right now. He's kind of in the driver's seat. He does a switch out with the Tyranitar. The Tyranitar is able to eat an Earth Power, which is super effective against Tyranitar, which is so bulky it doesn't really care. Well, it does care. It is kind of low now, but but Heatran's a powerful Pokemon. You might expect that to like one-shot some Pokemon.
Well, Tyranitar summoning the sand, and also by being a rock type, does enjoy a 50% boost to its special defense.
We're waiting to see what happens. The Tyranitar is in a little bit of a tough spot now because both of these Pokemon have access to ground attack moves, and both of them can KO it. Ooh, both of them actually went to the Cresselia that turn.
Yeah, the Landorus rock slide put a very unfortunate flinch onto the Cresselia there.
Landorus did use low kick, but it had to break through the Heatran substitute to start. So Heatran's now available to be hit, but still perfectly healthy. But I think that Tyranitar low kick may be able to take Heatran out in one hit. So we're going to be seeing like where they're going to be putting these moves in different Pokemon. But protects are going to be really important as to like who's going to survive this next turn.
The Heatran over there is holding an air balloon, which actually makes it immune to ground type moves until that balloon is popped.
Which is very key since Heatran has a 4 times super effective, Earth is 4 times effective against Heatran. We do see the Tyranitar did use a Protect, clocking that it's in a lot of danger from these other 2 Pokemon, and the Landorus used a Rock Slide that was able to hit both, and really key, it popped that balloon that was holding Heatran into the air, making it available to be hit by Earth moves.
Yeah. G-Dragon's Heatran might be in a bit of a pickle right now because it has had its speed lowered by a previous Icy Wind, so it might be slower than the opposing side of the field.
And Zion recognizes that and switches out his Heatran, and everything gets KO'd at once. From using a Rock Slide and an Earth Power. Am I reading this right? Yes. A Rock Slide and an Earth Power from the side of Can was able to clean up the entire side.
Oh, now it's just Heatran against the world now.
And these Heatrans, I don't know which one's faster. And that's going to be very important because they both have access to Earth Power, I'm pretty sure. So whichever one goes first can more or less KO the other one. And the faster one is on Khan's side, which means this is going to a game 3. I will say we're speed casting this, but this is a very stressful game to play.
Yeah, well done, trainers. We'll see how the 2 of them adapt to game 3.
It's an interesting matchup because normally these teams are meant to be, they're both bringing super slow Pokemon, and normally they would bring Cresselia to switch that speed on its head. But because they're both bringing super slow Pokemon, and both bring Cresselia to switch the speed, that doesn't really come into play anymore, and they're kind of just like competing based on their innate speed of their Pokemon at this point.
Yeah, I do wonder though if that Cresselia starts using Icy Wind more often, if Trick Room might show up.
Yeah, that's because. Yeah, if Trick Room isn't going to show up, the Ice Wind's really powerful. Okay, we see the Pokemon coming out. We again see the Rotom leading on Ziyang. It's been powerful in the past here. We see the Thundurus. Thundurus not super effective against either of these Pokemon. Rotom good against the Landorus. Landorus kind of threatening the Thundurus. And Amoonguss again with that powerful Spore move that can sleep any Pokemon in the field. But it's probably going to go last.
Yeah, that Amoonguss right there won't take a lot of damage from either of Rotom's or Thundurus attacks.
Ooh, we see Thundurus cleverly use Taunt on the Amoonguss, forcing it to use a damaging move. I feel like the Amoonguss didn't get a move off because of that.
It managed to get Rage Powder off, which is a higher priority bracket than Prankster Taunt is.
We're not going to have time to explain priority brackets, but you just got to know it was pretty clever. But now this Amoonguss is stuck only using attack moves. It doesn't have very good attack moves. We see it switch out. Both attacks go into the Landorus, which used Protect. Great call by Ken.
Yeah, that gave Amoonguss a free opportunity to switch out to Cresselia so that Cresselia can start putting in work.
And this Landorus is in a pretty good position. Yes, the Rotom has super effective attacks against it, but this Thundurus is very low. Oh, smart switch. Oh, it goes into the Amoonguss that gets a critical hit. Ends up taking down the Amoonguss from the Hydro Pump, which is not a very effective move. Critical hits are random part of the game. If you play the game enough, you'll think they really suck, but there's some value to them.
Yeah, in Gen 5 it is what, a 1 in, I forget these numbers, they change so often, but it's around
It's
1 in 16 chance to do double the amount of damage it otherwise would have done.
But now we're at a very key place. Khan's down one Pokemon now. The Thundurus is super low, but this Rotom is such a problem. I think is it Choice Scarfed? I don't know.
Let's see, this Rotom, it had the choice specs. So it's locked into the same move it chose before, but it does enjoy 50% boosted special attack.
And these Hydro Pumps are really deadly. Like, it doesn't seem like there's really anything on Kan's team that really resists Hydro Pump, which makes it very comfortable to lock into it and just kind of spam these Hydro Pumps. And when no one's using Trick Room, it's quite fast. So it's kind of faster than a lot of these slow Pokemon.
Yeah, but as we see, Trick Room is still.
Oh, he takes it down though. A good Stone Edge from the Landers takes it down. We see the other Landers use U-turn, which is going to allow it to do a free switch, which brings in the Heat Ran. So we've seen the field even up a little bit, but Ziyang does have the power to choose what Pokemon he gets in the field now. Oh, Trick Room went up at some point. We should talk about that.
Sure did.
That's probably why the Rotom did not go first and got.
Yeah, well, a fun piece of trivia about Trick Room. It doesn't actually inverse the speed order. It actually treats your speed as if it is 1,000 minus your speed stat. It created problems when Pokemon started being able to get above 1,000 speed.
That's interesting. That doesn't seem like that would be the correct way to program that. But anyways, the game's going on. Heat uses Protect. It does seem like it aided an attack there. And we get a little bit of damage going into the Cresselia from this Landorus, who takes a little bit of chip damage, but nothing too intense. This Landorus was slowed down, but the Landorus on the other side, it's been eating Intimidates from the other Landorus, and it's very low attack now, so it's not doing that much damage. Though we do see Thundurus come in, and Thundurus can be KO'd by any amount of damage at this point.
However, with its Prankster ability, it does have one more chance to pull off an attack, even if it's not a damaging move.
Exactly. With Prankster being priority, plus it makes all of its non-damaging moves like priority moves. It means it's essentially going to go first, unless something kind of goofy like Rage Powder happens. So right now, it's kind of in a good position to get like one move off and maybe like KO'd. But this Heat Ran's so scary that like maybe Khan's going to want to try to like move both attacks into the Heat Ran to take care of it.
Yeah, the Thundurus does pull off a taunt before it goes down, leading into a Heatran Heat Wave.
Kan does recognize that he is a target for a taunt there and uses Icy Wind instead, which does lower everyone's speed, but does deal a little damage, so it's not blocked by taunt. And so this Heat Ran is still at full health with a balloon on Khan's side. He still has a Celine, the Cresselia, which has access to Icy Wind and Psychic, I think, for attacking moves. But this Landorus is very scary. It has Earth attacks. This Heat Ran is very scary. It has Earth attacks. Landorus faster than Heat Ran, no longer in Trick Room, does get to go first. So now there's a kind of question, like, is this Cresselia going to set up Trick Room again? And if that is, like, the Heat Ran might protect and eat all of those moves, letting that Trick Room get off. But Ziyang could notice that and put all those moves into Celine. You put some moves into the Cresselia. Oh, the Cresselia is taunted. That actually can't happen.
Yeah, Cresselia is taunted. It couldn't use Trick Room, so it was forced to use an offensive move. Yeah. Ooh. And we have a GG for the Heatran last stand.
Congratulations to Kan for getting third place. For a little post-game interview, do you have anything you want to say?
I think I'm the only one who named all my Pokemon, but I think you need to introduce my Pokemon thing.
Do we need to say all the different Pokemon names? Well, he won, so I guess we'll do it. We got Atlas for Tyranitar, makes sense, big, strong, scary. We got Ares for Landorus, who's he's the guy who does a lot of damage. We got Morpheus. I don't know why Amoonguss is Morpheus.
Beats me.
Yeah, and we got Zephyrus, Celine, and Heffa. And I'm not going to puzzle through all of them, but thank you guys so much for competing. Congratulations on your win, Kan. Thank you so much, Ziyang, for competing on stage. And I think we're going to move on to setting up for the finals now. Yeah.
Yep, thanks for commenting. Thank you.
Okay, so we're moving into the finals now. This is between Victor and